this lesson, we'll be looking at logarithms of numbers, including numbers less than 1. In our previous class, we looked at numbers greater than 1. So in this lesson, we'll be looking at numbers less than 1. And it's a revision class for WIAC, SF3. All my questions are taken from New General Mathematics, SF3, the revision part of it. The first question here says evaluate 0.6924 multiplied by 0.0837. As usual, I'm going to use table to solve this question. I have number on one side, the logarithm on the other side. 0.6924. For numbers less than 1 like this, their characteristics are obtained by expressing the number in standard form. Then the power of 10 gives you the characteristics. So if I have 0.6924, if I'm to write this in standard form, that is 6.924 times 10 to the power of -1. -1 because I moved this decimal point in one position towards the right hand side. So the characteristics of this number is the power of 10, which is -1. And under table, we write it as bar 1. That is, the minus is put upon the on top the number, and we call that bar 1. So now we look for logarithm of 69 under 2 difference of 4. 69 is right here. Under 2 is 8401. 8401. And difference of 4. Difference of 4, that is 69. That's 69, right? The difference of 4, trace it down to difference. Difference of 4 is 3. So we add it up. 3 there, that is 4048. So the logarithm is 8404 for the first number. Now for the second number, 0.0837, expressing that in standard form, 37, that is 8.37 times 10 to the power of 1 to -2. So the characteristics of that number, let me write the number here first, 0.0837. The characteristics is bar 2. Then we look for logarithm of 83 under 7. 83 under 7, that is 9227. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9227. There is no difference in this case. So 9227. And since we are multiplying the number, that means we are going to add the logarithm. 4 plus 7 is 11. Take the 1 here, plus this 3. Then 6. 8 plus 9 is 17. Right, 7 carry 1. 1 plus minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, which is 0. Then 0 plus minus 2, that is 0 minus 2, which is bar 2. Then we look for the antilog of 76 under 3, difference of 1. Antilog table is right here. The antilog of 76 under 3, difference of 1. 76 under 3 is right here. That is 5994. 59, let me get that right. 76 under 3. 76 under 3. 5794, right? 5794. 5794. Difference of 1. Difference of 1 is 1. which give us 5 there. 9, 7, and 5. You have 5, 7, 9, 5. Okay, well, for numbers less than 1, we don't need to add anything here. We just write in the number in a way that when you express the number in standard form, you get this power back, and that will be 0.05795. So for the second one, as usual, we'll set the table, move this up, a number, and logarithm. The number is 0.006219. Expressing this in standard form, we will have 6.219 times 10 to the power of negative 1, 2, 3, negative 3. So the characteristic there is bar 3. While this one, 0.8306, the characteristic is bar 1. So we look for logarithm of 62 under 1 difference of 9. 62 under 1 difference of 9. 62 under 1 is 7931. 7931. Difference of 9. Difference of 9, trace it down to difference. Difference of 9 is 6. So add up the 6 here. That is 7. So 7, 9, 3, 7. So that's first one there. For the second one, we look for logarithm of 83 under 0, difference of 6. 83 under 0 is 9191. 9191. Difference of 6. Difference of 6 is 23. Difference of 6, tracing down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. The difference of 6 is 3. And 3 plus this, that is 4. So I'll have 9194. We are dividing here. This number is dividing this number. And when dividing numbers, we subtract their logarithm. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 minus 9 is not possible, so we have to borrow to that, which is 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. This remains 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Then 7 minus 9 is not possible, so we borrow from this place to this place, which makes it 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. Now because we borrow from here, remember this is already negative 3. So it's like saying negative 3 and minus 1, which gives us negative 4. And negative 4, then minus this one, like saying minus 4 minus 1, which is minus 4 plus 1, which is minus 3. So here is part 3. Okay, now finally we need to look for the antilog of 87 under 4 difference of 3. Antilog of 87 is right here under 4. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 74, 82, 74, 82. Difference of 3 is 57. Difference of 3 is 5. Difference of 3 is 5. I have 74, 87, 2 plus 5. I have 87 there. Then we have bar 3 here. So that means we're going to have 0.007 instead of 1, 2, and 3. So 0.007487 is the answer to this logarithm. Example 8, we have 0.529 to the power of 3. As usual, we set out our work in a tabular form. I have number which is 0.592. The characteristics here is bar 1. You will look for logarithm of 59 under 2. Logarithm of 59 under 2. 59 is right here. Under 2 is 7723. There's no difference in this case. 7723. But this number is to the power of 3. That means we are going to multiply this logarithm by 3. So that 0.592 to the power of 3 with this times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. Right 1 carry 2. 3 times 7 again 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. Right 3 carry 2. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And plus the 2 that we carry from here. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. So, and we write that as bar 1. I will look for the antilog of 31 under 6, difference of 9. Looking for antilog of 31. 31 should be somewhere here. 31 under 6. 31 under 6. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can even trace it off here. I didn't know this number is shown. So 31 under 6 is 2070. 2070. Then difference of 9. Difference of 9, we trace it to the end, which is 4. That will give us 2074. And we have only bar 1 there, so we have 0.2074 as the answer to this question. Example 9 says this fourth root of 0.00786. 0.00786. The characteristics of this will be 1, 2, 3. That is bar 3. Point logarithm of 78 under 6. No difference in this case. 78 under 6. 78 is right here, and that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 89, 54. 89, 54. And because we are taking the fourth root of this number, we have to divide it by 4. But looking at this is a negative number. But 3 divided by 4 is not divisible. And we cannot take a negative characteristics to the positive magnitude. That means we need to make adjustment to these characteristics in a way that it will be divisible by 4. And in doing that, we add multiples of 4 that the negative of it, we can add to these to make it still be equivalent to this, but divisible by 4. What do I mean? The first multiple of 4 is 4 itself. So minus 4, for example, plus 1, they give me what? Minus 3, which is what we have here. And then this is divisible by 4. because minus 4 divided by minus 4 is 1 minus 1. Minus 4 divided by 4 rather is minus 1. So instead of having this bar 3, I will have bar 4 plus 1.8954 divided by 4. Bar 4 divided by 4 is bar 1. Then this positive one, we can take it across to the multi side, which when we place it here, it becomes 18. 18 divided by 4 is 4. Remainder 2. To place the 2 in front of 9, that is 29. 29 divided by 4, that should be 7 times 4 is 28. Is 7. 7 remainder 1. So the one that remains, if I place it in front of 5, that is 15. 15 divided by 4. 15 divided by 4 is 4 times 3 is 12. So 3 remainder 3 also. And we place that 3 that remains in front of this 4, that is 34. 34 divided by 4 is 8. Remainder 2. That 2 that remains, let's assume we place 0 behind it, which makes it 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that the number that will come behind this will be 0.5. Let's assume it's a whole number we are dividing. And that 0.5, of course, 5 can round up to 1, and then we add that 1 to this 8 here. So that the last digit there, instead of having an 8 there, we have a 9. That is the point I'm looking at. So the final digit there is 9. And we look for antilog of 47 under 3 difference of 9. 47 under 3 is 2972. 2972. Difference of 3. Difference of 9 rather. 47 under, did I get that correctly? It's 47 under 3, which is 2972, yes, that is correct. Difference of 9. Difference of 9 is 6. That is 8, 7, 9 and 2. I have 2, 9, 7 and 8. I will have bar 1 here, so I'll have 0.2978 as my final answer. Example 10 says, use logarithm tables to evaluate 3.68 to the power of 2 multiplied by 705 divided by the square root of 0.3582. Number and log. The first one is 3.8.68, right? The characteristics of this is 0 because we have only one digit before the decimal point. 1 minus 1 is 0. The logarithm of 36 under 8. 36 under 8 is 36 trace it to 8 under 8 is 56, 58, 56, 58. And because of this square here, we will multiply this by 2 so that 3.68 to the power of 2 becomes 2 times 8 is 16. Right, 2 carry 1, 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, 11, carry 1 again, 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1, 13, 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11, 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, 1. That is for this first number. Now for the second number, 6.705 The characteristics is 0 point logarithm of 67 under 0 difference of 5. 67 is under 0 is 8261. 8261 and difference of 5. Difference of 5. 67. Difference of 5. We trace it down. 3. Difference of 5 is 3. That will be 8264. Because the numbers are multiplying themselves, we have to add their logarithm. 6 plus 4 is 10. Write 0, carry 1. Plus this, that is 8. This plus this is 5. This plus this is 9.1. The numerator is this. For the denominator, now when we have something like this, to make our work clearer, let me write the numerator here. 1.9580 for the numerator, and we point an arrow to that. Then for the denominator, we have, let me shift this number down. We have the denominator will have the square root of 0.3581. 0.3581. The characteristics here is bar 1. Logarithm of 35 under 8 difference of 1. 35 under 8. 35 under 8 is 5539. 5539. Let me write it here. 5539. Difference of 1. That's 35 difference of 1. Difference of 1 is 1. If I add 1 there, that's 0, 4. So I have 5540. And we have a square root sign here. That means we need to divide this by 2. Divided by 2. But bar 1 is not divisible by 2, and we cannot take a negative remainder to the positive multiple, meaning we are going to make adjustment to this. Bar 1 can be expressed as bar 2 plus 1. Bar 2 plus 1 is still bar 1. And this bar 2 now is divisible by 2. So I'll write this as bar 2 plus 1.5540, then divided by 2. Bar 2 divided by 2 is bar 1. Then this positive remainder, which is 1, will take it across to the positive multiple, which makes this first one to be 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7, remainder 1. That one that remains, place it in front of this 5 again, that is 15 again. Divided by 2, 7, remainder 1. Place this again, that is 7 again. Remainder 1. No, remainder 0 rather. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So our answer there is about 1.770, which is the denominator. The denominator is about 1.7770. So if the denominator is about 1.7770 and the numerator is 1.9580, remember when we are dividing numbers, we subtract their logarithm. So we're going to subtract the logarithm of the denominator from that of the numerator. Now 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 7 is 1. 5 minus 7, that is not possible. So I have to do 1 to display, which makes it 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. This remains 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. Point 1 minus minus 1. This is like saying, oh, where can I write this now? 1 minus minus 1 is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So I have 2 here. So we look for antilog of 18 under 1. Antilog of 18. Antilog of 18 under 1 is 15, 17. 15, 17. But we have, we have two numbers, so we have 2 here. When it is positive, we need to add 1 to it. So adding 1 here, that will be 3. So 3, that means we are moving in 3 places, 1, 2, and 3. So our answer is 151.7. On calculations without logarithm, let's still move this. I still have some other question down there that need logarithm too. So even though this one say calculating without logarithm. So what kind of questions do we attempt without logarithm table? We have an example here. It says without using mathematical tables or a calculator, evaluate the square root of 0.09 times 10 to the power of 4 divided by 1.6 times 10 to the power of negative 3. So this will be, if I express this in standard form, I'll have 9 times 10 to the power of negative 1 to negative 2. 10 times this 10 to the power of 4 that was there originally, then all over 1.6. If I turn that to 16, that means I move the decimal point in one place. It will be times 10 to the power of negative 1, then times 10 to the power of negative 3 that was there originally. And this will be 9 over 16, the square root of that, times 10 to the power of negative 2 plus 4. Then this is times 10 to the power of negative 1, negative 3, which is square root of 9 times 10 to the power of negative 2 plus 4 is 2, all over 16 times 10 to the power of negative 4. That is minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, which gives us the square root of 9 over 16 times 10 to the power of 2 plus 4. Why 2 plus 4? This 10 to the power of 2 and this 10 to the power of negative 4 is like saying 10 to the power of 2 divided by 10 to the power of negative 4, which is 10 to the power of 2 minus, I'm applying the first law, the second law of indices. This will be 10 to the power of 2 minus times minus is plus. That is what I did here to get this. So let me get rid of it. And this will give us the square root of 9 over 16 times 10 to the power of 6. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4 times 10 to the power of 3. How did I get 10 to the power of 3? Remember that the square root of a number, for example, square root of 10 to the power of 6, let me write it like this, can be expressed as 10 to the power of 6 raised to the power of half. So that is 10 to the power of 6 times half, 2 here 1, 2 here 3, which is 10 to the power of 3. So our answer is 4 over 3 times 10 to the power of 3. That is And finally, we have some wired questions here, past questions. The first one says square root of cube root rather of 1.376 divided by the fourth root of 0.007 correct to three significant figures. So we have to evaluate that correct to three significant figures. I will work with this, so let's bring them down. So for the first question, we have number and log. Question 26, we have 1.376. The characteristic there is 0. Then logarithm of 13 under 7 difference of 6. 13 under 7 is 1367. 1367 and difference of 6. Difference of 6 is 19 plus 19. 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry 1. 1 plus is 7 plus is 8. I'll have 1386. 1386 right there. But the number is cube root. Let me know if you can see it. Let me zoom this question a bit. The number is cube root of 1.376. So because of that cube root, we are going to divide this by 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0. 1 divided by 3 is 0. 13 divided by 3 is 4. Remember 1, put the 1 there, that is 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So for the numerator, we have 0.0462. Let's work on the denominator now, but to make our work cleaner, let me have 3 column table here. So I'll call this numerator is 0.0462 as the numerator. Let's work on the denominator, which is fourth root of 0.007. 0.007, the fourth root of it. First of all, let's get the logarithm. If I express this in standard form, that is 1, 2, 3. So the characteristics here is about 3. Logarithm of 7 under 0. 70 rather, not 7. When there's nothing behind the non-zero digit, and that means we have to take the logarithm of 70 in this case. The logarithm of 70 under 0 is 8451. 8451. Write them that correctly. 70 under 0. Yes, 8451. But it is fourth root of this number we want to get. So because of that, we divide it by 4. And this bar 3 is not divisible by 4. So that means we are going to make adjustment to bar 3. Bar 3 is the same thing as bar 4 plus 1. Thus minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. So making adjustment, I'll have bar 4 plus 1.8451 divided by 4. So that bar 4 divided by 4 is bar 1. And remember this one, take it to the positive multiplier, which makes this 18. 18 divided by 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So 18 divided by 4 is 4, remainder 2. The 2 that remains, place it before this 4 here, that makes it 24. 24 divided by 4 is 6, remainder 0. 5 divided by 4 is 1, remainder 1. put the 1 before 1, then that is 11. 11 divided by 4 is 2. Remainder 3. That 3 that remains, if we put 0 behind it, that makes it 30. 30 divided by 4 is 8. And 8 can round up to 1. That one added to these 2 will make this one 3. I have 3 there. Okay, now we'll look for antilog of 46. No, before that, this is a denominator. The denominator is about 1.4613. Now, when dividing numbers, we subtract their logarithm. So, we are dividing the cube root of 1.376 rather. We are dividing it by the fourth root of 0.007. And the logarithm for this numerator is right here, which is 0.0462, while that of the denominator is right here, by 1.4613. So if we subtract those two numbers, let me do the subtraction here. So the number will be placed beside or close to each other. 462 minus by 1.4613. We have 2 minus 3 is not possible, so borrow 1 together, that is 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. This remains 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. This remains, okay, we have not borrowed anything there. So 4 minus 6 is not possible, so we need to borrow from this 0 to this 0 first, which makes this 10. Then borrow from 10 to this place, which makes this 14. 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6 is 8. This remains 9. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. Remember that there was nothing here. However, we borrow 1 from there. So this is just like saying 0 minus 1, which is minus 1. So because there was nothing there, but we borrow from there, what we have left here now is minus 1. And minus 1, then minus bar 1. Bar 1 again. It's like saying minus 1 plus 1, because minus times minus is minus. And minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So here I have 0.0. Yes. 0.5849. Now look for antilog of 58 under for difference of 9. Antilog of 58. We have up to 50. Okay, 58 should be in this down one. 58 is right here. 58 under 4 is 3837. 3837. Difference of 9. 58. Difference of 9. Difference of 9 is 8. That is 15 there. 4, 8, 3. I have 3, 8, 4, 5. The characteristic here is positive. We're adding 1 there. That is 1. So our answer will be 3.845. Let me write that clearly. 3.845 is our answer to this question. And the second one we have the square root of 2.067 divided by 0.0348 times 0.538. It's quite a long number, then log. The first one here is 2.067. The characteristics is 1 minus 1, which is 0. I will look for logarithm of 20 under 6 difference of 7. This is anti-log. Okay, here is log. Logarithm of 20 under 6 difference of 7. 20 under 6 is right here. That's 20. 20 under 6 is 3139. 3139. Difference of 7. Difference of 7. 15. 15. 9 plus 5 is 14. Add 1 then that is 4 plus is 5. So 3154. 3154 as the numerator. I'm going to use 3 column here because I have numerator and denominator. So my numerator is 0.3154. Let's work on the denominator, which is, where is it? 0.0348 multiplied by 0.538. 0.0, let me move the facing down. 0.0348. The characteristics here is 1, 2, that is bar 2. Bar 2. Then logarithm of 34 under 8. 34 under 8 is 5416. 5416. There's no difference here. Then for the second number we have 0.538. 0.538. The characteristics is bar 1. 53 under 8. 53 under 8. 53 under 8 is, no, that is 54. I was looking at 53 is here. 7308. 7308. Let me confirm that 53 under 8. 53 under 8. 7308. Okay, no difference here. Let me write it right in 7308. Now, the numbers are multiplying each other, so we need to add their logarithm. 6 plus 8 is 14, right? For carry 1. 1 plus this is 2. Then 7, 12, carry 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Then that minus 1 plus this minus 1. Minus 1 plus minus 1 is minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 2. I have bar 2 here. Meaning the denominator is bar 2.2724. Now, we're going to subtract the denominator from the numerator, since when we divide numbers, we usually subtract their logarithm. With doing that right, so we have, let me use this place to do that. We have 3154 minus bar 2.2724. 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. 1 minus 7 is not possible. Borrow to that. That is 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. This remains 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Point 0 minus minus 2. 0 minus. And there's already a bar there. So minus 2. Which is 0 plus 2. Since minus times minus is plus. And 0 plus 2 is 2. Therefore, we have the difference between the denominator and the numerator is 2 points. Let me write it in the middle. 2.0430. But we are taking what? Is it square root? Yes, the square root of that number. So because of that square root, we need to divide this by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 0 divided by 2 is 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 divided by 2, 1 remainder 1. Place the 1 there, that is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, taking the antilog of this 0.02 under 1 difference of 5, where is the antilog to? There is 0.5 there. Let's use this. The 0.2 is right here. 0.2 under 1. 0.2 under 1 is 1060. 1060. The difference of 5. That's 1060 or 1050. 1060. Difference of 5. Let's trace it down. Difference of 5 is 1 plus 1. So this will be 1061. Then add 1 here, which makes it 2. Let me write this number so I can place my decimal point proper. 1061. So when we add 1 here, that is 2. We will move our decimal point 1 and 2. Our answer is 10.62 for this question. And the next one, we have to evaluate this. 8 the square root of 0.897 multiplied by 3.536 divided by 0.00249. The question actually said to 3 significant figures. So this one to 3 significant figure is 10.6. You now look at that instruction. So this is 10.6. The first one, the one we did earlier, let's go back there and adjust it to 3 significant figures. Where is the final answer? I think this is it. So this one to 3 significant figure will be 3.85. This 5 round up to 1. 1 plus 4. So that is the 3 significant figures. So very important we pay attention to the instruction. The last, maybe the next question, not the last one here. The next question says the square root of 0.897 multiplied by 3.536 divided by 0.00249. Let's do that here, number and log. The first number we have there is 0.897. The characteristic here is bar 1. And logarithm of 89 under 7. 89 under 7 is logarithm of 89 under 7. 89 write here under 7, that is 9479 also. If I'm looking at 88, 389 here, under 7 is 9528, 9528, 9528. Then difference of, okay, there's no difference. So let me write it right here, 9528 for the first number. What is the question value? Okay, right here. Then the second number is 3.536. 3.536. The characteristic is 0. So we have one number, one digit before the decimal point. 1 minus 1 is 0. So now we look for logarithm of 35 under 3. Difference of 6. 35 under 3. Where's logarithm? Okay, logarithm is right here. 35 under 3. 35 under 3 is 5478. 5478. Then difference of 6. 35, difference of 6. Difference of 6 is difference of 6 is 7. Add that 7 to, where did I write my number just now? Is it the number? Not sure. 35 under 3. Let me confirm that 35 under 3. Okay, is the number. And our difference under 6, right? Difference of 6 was 7. So add 7 here. That is 15. Right 5, carry 1, 1 plus this is 8. So I have 54, 85. 85. 54, 85. Okay, now looking at the question, we are multiplying these two numbers. That means we need to add their logarithm. So adding the logarithm of this first number to the logarithm of this second number. 8 plus 5 is 13. Right? 3 carry 2, 2 plus this is 4 plus this 12. Then add 1 there, that is 6 plus this 10, carry 1. 10 plus this 15, carry 1 again. 1 plus minus 1 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. That is for the numerator. Let's use 3 colon here again. So that numerator is 0.5023. For the denominator, we have, where is the question? This is 0.00249. 0.00249. The characteristics here is 1, 2, 3, bar 3. And logarithm of 24 under 9. 24 under 9. 24 under 9 is 39. 3962. 3962. Okay, now because we are dividing this number up here, the numerator like this, that means we need to subtract the logarithm of the numerator and the denominator from the logarithm of the numerator. Here is the numerator, here is the denominator. So let me write it, denominator is about 3.39 C is 2. And we subtract that. 3 minus 2 is 1. 12, I borrow to that. 12 minus 6 is 6. This remain, remember I borrow from here to here, we makes it 10, then borrow from there to this place. So this remains 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. This remains 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. And 0 minus minus 3. If I say 0 minus, that will be 0 plus 3. So minus times minus is plus. So we have 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay, that is the difference between the logarithm of numerator and the denominator. But looking at the question, we have to take the square root of that. So taking the square root of that, that means we have to divide by 2. Dividing that number by 2. Let me write the answer to my division here. 3 divided by 2 is 1. Then remainder 1. Place that one that remains here, that is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5. Remainder 1 again. Place the 1 there, that is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Remainder nothing. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Remainder nothing. 1 divided by 2 is 0. Remainder 1. And that one that remains, let's assume we put 0 behind it. That is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So if I have a 5 here, that 5 can round up to 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So this last digit, let me turn it to 1. Okay, now I'll look for antilog of 55 under 3 difference of 1. Antilog of 55. Where is 55? 55 under 3. 55 under 3 is 3573. 3573. Then difference of 1. 55 difference of 1 is 2. No, difference of 1 is 1. Right? 1, 4, 7, 5, 1, 3. So my answer is 3, 5, 7, 4 as 3. Now this one here, we're going to add 1 to it and then put our decimal point here. Okay? So our final answer is 35.74. Now I have more question here. Okay, but the question said to correct to 3 significant figures. So if I have to put this to 3 significant figures, this will be 35.7 to 3 significant figures. Then question 29, it said without using mathematical tables, evaluate the following, leaving your answers in standard form. Square root of 0.81 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 5 all over 2.25 multiplied by 10 to the power of 7. This will be square root of 81 times 10 to the power of, moving this decimal point in 2 places, which is minus 2, then times 10 to the power of minus 5 all over, again I'll do the same thing here, I'll move it in 2 places, which is 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2 and 10 to the power of 7. That gives us square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 2 minus 5 over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 7, which is square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 7 over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 7 is 5. And that will be square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 7. When I move this one up, it becomes minus 5 all over 225. Square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 225 is 15. Then times 10 to the power of minus 7 minus 5 is minus 12. Then to the power of half, because of the square root, which is 9 over 15 times 10 to the power of minus 6. That is the question 31. We have the square root of p over q, where p is 3.6, so that will be square root of 3.6 times 10 to the power of minus 3 all over, on q is 2.25, 25 times 10 to the power of 6. This will be square root of 36 times 10 to the power of minus 1, because I moved the decimal point in one place, in one position, 10 to the power of minus 3 over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2, I move the decimal point 1, 2, then times 10 to the power of 6. I have square root of 36 times 10 to the power of minus 1, then minus 3, this and this, all over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 6, which is square root of 36 times 10 to the power of minus 4, that is minus 1 minus 3, over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 6 is 4. And this will be square root of 36 over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 4 minus 4. This 4 here goes off, which is square root of 36 over 225 times 10 to the power of minus 8. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 225 is 15 times 10 to the power of minus 4. Remember, 10 to the power of minus 8 is the square root of it, which you can write as to the power of half, 2 here 1, 2 here 4. So our answer is 5 over 15, that's a 5, 6 over 15 rather, times 10 to the power of negative 4. And let's move on to the final question in this exercise. We have the square root of, is question 32, square root of 8.1 times 10 to the power of minus 3 all over 1.44 times 10 to the power of 4. This will be square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 1, because I moved my decimal point in one position, then times this 10 to the power of minus 3 all over 144 times 10 to the power of, I moved the decimal point in two places here, so minus 2 times 10 to the power of 4. This will be square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 1 minus 3 all over 144 times 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 4, which is square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 4 all over 144 times 10 to the power of 2, which gives us square root of 81 times 10 to the power of minus 4 minus 2. Square root of 81 is 9. That of 144 is 12. 10 to the power of minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. And the square root of it, that is to the power of half, which is 9 over 12 times 10 to the power of minus 3. That brings us to the end of this class.